Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. We're taking a look at Mcfarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Build to Connect, Plastic Man Wave, and we're starting off with the Batman. Now this Batman is dressed in black. It's one of the most plainest Batmans, but it definitely has that Michael Keaton Batman 89 feel to it with that bright yellow, the black encompassed by the yellow oval and just that plain black outfit. But let's see what this figure came with. So it's loaded up here. Let's take a look. We got the arms, the special arms, so to speak, for Plastic Man that, you know, have the effect going on. I'm not sure if this is wire bendy or it's just sculpted, but we'll see when we take it out of the plastic. We got a grapple launcher, very plain, cast in black plastic, but we have two heads for Plastic Man. Really nicely done. Can't wait for Plastic Man. Gonna be awesome. We also have the package you're gonna take a look at. You got the artwork of Plastic Man, what pieces come with which figure, how to assemble it, the cross-sell at the bottom, and there you go. Make sure you collect them all, definitely. So this Batman, like I said, kind of plain Jane, not much going on with it. With the recent releases of Batman that we've had from Mcfarlane, this one's kind of plain, but it has some cool aspects and something I'm going to do with this figure that I hope will improve it. And we'll do some shorts, we'll do some videos. I'll keep you guys in the loop of what I do with my customs. But let's take a closer look at this Batman figure. Now, this is the Batman from the Three Jokers. It's using that body buck, that head, which has some beautiful details, some really nice sculpted details and work on it. Definitely one of the classic Batman heads. And like I was talking about, the logo, that just screams 89 Batman to me with that belt as well. We've seen this figure before quite a few times. Really nice texturing on the boots to give them that really kind of unique look. The cape as well, it's pretty nice. It's got some nice fabric rolls, excuse me. And yeah, it hangs nice. It's a thinner, well, not super thin plastic, but it's a little more movable. It's not very heavy like that Hush Batman. That Hush Batman had a heavy cape and it kind of weighed it down if you put him on a display stand. But the one thing about this figure that I don't feel works is this head sculpt. This head sculpt sits so low in the neck peg because this is a different kind of articulated neck for this Batman figure. We've seen it quite a few times with Batman. It's only been Batman, but instead of having that neck joint here where the head would attach, it's attached at the bottom here via neck peg. So it's one piece. Now, the problem with this one is it just sits way too low in the body and it gives Batman virtually no neck. As you see here, he bends a little forward. You can barely tell he has a neck. And if you try to move it up, it just doesn't look good in my opinion. So we're definitely going to fix that, put it on a brand new head for this figure because it does have, you know, a trip down memory lane, so to speak, this Batman. The all black, I remember there was a Kenner Batman. I remember seeing pics of it later on in some toy magazine when they had toy magazines back in the day. And man, it just looked cool, an all black Batman. It was pretty neat. I never got it, but this kind of reminiscent of that version. I'm pretty sure it was Kenner at the time. If anybody knows, correct me. Put your thoughts about that in the comments below. I'm pretty sure it was maybe from the movie itself, or I don't think it was Superpowers, but it was dressed in black and it looked pretty neat for its time. But this one here, yeah, of course, this is miles above the articulation, the detail, the styling, all that kind of stuff going on. Now, what I'm trying to see here, take a look at the scallops. They almost look like a dark navy blue compared to the Batman. The rest of the Batman. It's kind of odd. Same with the boots. It has almost a purple undertone going on. A really interesting effect. I really see it on my camera more than in person, but I don't know. Is that intentional? Is that a mistake? Let me know if you guys have this thing going on as well. I don't know if I like it too much. If I change my mind, I think I will just repaint it. Maybe just repaint the entire gauntlet and hand into a flat matte black. I think that would look a little better. Same with the boots. But overall, it's kind of a lackluster Batman. I'm going to say that. A little bit lackluster. But let's take a look at the articulation on this figure. Like I said, the neck, it's just really stubby. It can barely move. And man, that's from the previous Batman as well. From the Three Jokers. That Batman, it just had a really squatty neck. It needed to be a bit more elongated. But so yeah, not much articulation going on there. Nice fluid movement in the shoulders. It does have that spacer joint in there as well, I believe. Let's see, yeah, it does have it. You got the ball joint, or excuse me, the bicep cut, double joint ratcheted elbows, ball joints at the wrist. Now for the torso articulation, oh, I can barely move forward and back. It is really stiff. I think we'd have to heat it up a little bit or maybe extend the ball peg or something, because it is jammed and there's like no articulation. You do have the waist joint, ball joint there, double jointed, ratcheted knees. You got the ball joint at the thigh, toe articulation, which is really stiff on this guy too, which is nice. You know, you don't want loose joints. All the ankle pivot, everything going on. I can't see if it does have the sculpted ankles. I don't think it does. It just has that extended boot part that covers it up, which is fine. But overall, it's, like I said, kind of a lackluster Batman. I'm a little disappointed. But stay tuned. We're going to do a custom on this. We're going to do some toy surgery, see if we can improve this Batman to some degree. Now, what I will find very interesting is this guy here, is the same body buck. So this here is the Batman from the Collector Series, Mcfarlane Collector Series. Never did a review on this. Bought it a while ago at Toys R Us of all places here in Canada. We have Toys R Us kicking around. But this was a damn expensive figure. It was $44.99. And I have not seen this figure anywhere else and at any Toys R Us anymore. The three in the city here, they're all gone. Actually, there's barely any Mcfarlane figures at Toys R Us. Like, they had a clearance sale. They got rid of a lot of stuff. This was the last one that came in. Its last wave had some newer figures. Those all sold out. And I think they're just waiting for that big restock that's coming in August. There's a massive amount of figures coming out in August and some in July as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. But this was an expensive figure. It's $44.99. I had a gift card, picked it up. It's kind of weird, like almost 50 bucks for a figure. But it's a striking figure, and it's the body of this figure. They share the same body. This is painted differently, of course. The bright metallics. It looks really sharp. I'm really liking this figure. I think I will get around to doing an unboxing and a review on it. But yeah, same body buck, extreme polarizing differences between these two guys right here. We'll bring in a couple of other figures just to do some slight comparisons. We'll bring in my customized Hong Kong Skydive Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy. This originally had, of course, the unmasked Bruce Wayne head. It looked really good. Did some swapping out, so I wanted a bit more of a tactical Batman without a cape. And they give him the Arkham Knight head. And I think, man, plain. It's plain. It's in black and gray, though. But the texturing on this figure is above and beyond. It's an incredible figure. I'm so happy to have this one in the collection. I actually did pick up another one to keep mint in the package. So I don't know if I'm going to be opening up my Dark Knight collection. I have almost all the figures from the wave, from the kind of a subline from Mcfarlane Toys. And I'm really digging this figure. I mean, this head sculpt looks just awesome on the body buck. Really happy the way it turned out. A little bit of customization, toy surgery. Check out my shorts and video for this guy. It's going to be coming out very soon. And then we got the same head. Now we put this on the Dark Knight's Metal Batman. And I think it looks a little bit better on there. I did have that Jim Lee Screaming Head sculpt for the longest time on there, but I moved that on to another figure. And this one here, I kind of think it suits this big, bulking Batman. I remember when this guy first came out, it was much larger than any Batman that has come out previously in the waves, in the line. And I thought, man, this is a brooding Batman. I just didn't dig the head sculpt that much. It was kind of like, it really captured Greg Capullo's artwork, but I just didn't feel it. I wasn't crazy about it. But I really do like this figure, this body buck. It's been used another time as well for the exact same figure with all kind of blood and Has the purple inlay on the cape as well. But I think this one turned out a little pretty good on this head, this body. They worked it well together, I think. See all the battle damage on him. It's really nicely done. But I think this is kind of empowering, massive Batman. This suits this head sculpt a lot better. And then the latest custom I've done is that work on the Dawn of Justice Batman. Took the Arkham 2.0 head, put it on there, swapped out some trunks as well. And man, I love this figure. It's one of my favorites, one of my favorite customs I've made as well. But man, it's a simple toy surgery. You can get some pretty good results. That head sculpt is awesome. And just the stark difference between these two figures. You can have Batman in so many different outfits, so many different color combinations, so to speak, that makes sense for Batman. But this all black, I don't know, man, it's just not doing it for me compared to some of these other figures that have come out recently. Who knows? Maybe it'll change, but here's another character I want to add to my Justice League. And that, of course, is Animal Man. I really like this figure. I think it's one of the most bit of an underrated figure. It is one of my favorites of this year. I think I'm definitely going to do like a top 10 so far halfway through the year. So definitely stay tuned for that, because I think there's been some absolutely spectacular Mcfarlane toy figures that have come out. Haven't really been too many duds, but I think this might be the first one. And it's really unfortunate because I love Batman. And this one pulls on my heartstrings to some of those toys that I wish I would have got. But I don't know. We'll see what we can do to make this figure a little bit better. But yeah, guys, that's my look at this figure. I'm excited to put the Plastic Man together. This first figure has been a little bit of an underwhelming Batman. It's really quite the plain Jane Batman. And I don't think I probably would have bought it even if it didn't come with the Plastic Man parts. Sad to say, because I love my Mcfarlane toys, my DC Multiverse, and Batman's one of my favorite characters ever, but this figure's a bit underwhelming. But if it goes on sale or something like that, definitely pick it up. If you want to have that Plastic Man Build-A-Figure, you're going to need this figure. So buy it, keep the parts, maybe sell the figure, or do some customization on it if you want. But not the greatest, so to speak, but not the absolute worst either. Some good thoughts, some good attempts, but we'll see what we can do when we do some toy surgery, and hopefully we'll be able to improve this figure. Stay tuned. We're going to do the entire wave. We got everybody here. We got the Aquaman, the red and blue Superman. Love that Superman. I can't wait to open it up. And then we got the Green Lantern, John Stewart. So there you go, guys. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my playlist for more DC Multiverse video reviews and a lot more stuff as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.